Today I'm taking you to a Cuban cafe in Titusville, Florida. Just in case you guys are riding through, you have to try this place. This is gonna be my second time there, so I already know it's good. Let's get you a cold start and get on the road. Yeehaw! Welcome back to Moto Flamingo YouTube channel. Very recently known as Sailor Moto TV, but I did start this channel as Moto Flamingo when I had the last 4 bikes that I was working on, so we are back to Moto Flamingo. Now stay tuned because we are coming back to that cigar shop right there, right after I show you guys this restaurant. Let's move back a bit here for this fine gentleman that seems to have turned a little too soon. So here's a restaurant, the red building to my left. It's called the Tree of Life Cuban Bakery. I believe this is their second or maybe third location. Now this is just a block and a half before the ocean. At the end of the block here is the water, and I'll show you guys as soon as we leave the restaurant. Let's take you inside and show you around the restaurant and the food that I'm going to order in case you want to try the same thing when you guys ride by. Now, whoa, Moto Flamingo. What do you know about Cuban food? Well, if you don't know me personally, I was born in Cuba and I pretty much grew up on this food my whole childhood and adult life, among other foods and other cultures around the world, so take it with a grain of salt, but I think the place is good. Back to the show. Now here's the menu at the Titusville location, just to give you a better idea of the different things that you can order. They have some stuff that is ready to go in case you just want to grab something real quick and hit the road. They do have another location, I believe in Palm Bay, Florida, where they have other stuff as well. This is their Cuban sandwich. This is what I order on this particular day. I also order 1 pastelito de guayaba and a whole colada of espresso. Beware, this is meant to be for 2 or 3 people, so unless you're used to it, be careful drinking this much espresso in one serving, especially if you're gonna get a motorcycle right afterwards. Now the Cuban sandwich was amazing. It was fresh. They made it right after I ordered it, so it's fresh food. It's not sitting around. And the pastelitos are made on the same day as well, so they are also very fresh. They have a bunch of other different options. You will see them when you come here. Now the Cuban coffee or the espresso, the colada that you saw me order here, or a café con leche will be definitely the right pick for coffee beverage to wash down these amazing pastelitos when you come here. Definitely try the combination. Even if you don't try the food, try the pastries with a café con leche or la colada. Now the pastelitos are sweet, but not too much. Well, Tree of Life Cuban Bakery here in Titusville, Florida was a success. As a matter of fact, you guys saw the food that I was eating, and I'm taking more home to the fam because it was definitely worth it. Now, as soon as you make a left out of the restaurant, right ahead, as you can see, is the water. If you make a left here, it will take you to the big bridge, and there's a Veterans Memorial Park on your right before you get to the bridge. And if you cross over to the other side of the bridge, you have another massive park there with tables and bathrooms in case you guys are riding through. Now let's check out this cigar shop for the first time and maybe pick up a stogie after lunch. Now, he doesn't have a huge humidor here compared to, let's say, Cuban Crafters in Miami or something like that. But for the size of the store, he had a really good selection and they were all fresh. And this day I went with La Flor Dominicana Reserva Especial. So I just met Harry Smooth, the owner of the shop here. Got a stogie, and what better way to finish up this Cuban meal we just had at the restaurant that I showed you guys at the Tree of Life Cuban Bakery than to go down the block, a couple blocks, smoke the cigar right by the ocean, and we call that a wrap. And the Cuban restaurant, as a matter of fact, is right on the next intersection, about a block and a half towards the water from Harry Smooth Tobacco and Vape. And this, as you can see, is on the corner of Hopkins Avenue and Main Street. Here's Veterans Memorial Park in Titusville, Florida. As you guys can see, there's restrooms right here, and there's a lot of shade and seating. If you guys gotta take a break from the road, there's plenty of parking there, usually for a bunch of bikes. You guys can come and check out the water and chill. Now, as you guys can see, there's a sandbank right there. I have seen people standing right there fishing often. Now, remember that you are in Florida. In this area, there are crocodiles and all kinds of not so friendly creatures in the water. Sometimes the water is a little bit murky in this area, so take that for what it's worth and enjoy Florida smartly, I guess. Now this looks like the perfect spot to light up a nice stogie right after a ride, after that Cuban meal and coffee, right by Veterans Memorial Park, right on the water, and then from here, get back on your bike. Come on, what more can we ask for? So right on that side right there, that's where the rockets take off from, SpaceX. That's where the rockets take off from. So whenever there's a launch, even though you can see them, you can see the towers over there, all the way down from like Cocoa Beach or whatnot. Usually this area here gets full of people, including that bridge over there. So if you guys are riding through when there's a launch, just make sure you pull up to one of the parks that are from the next to the bridge on that side, or this park right here where you can park your bikes and approach the water here, and you'll be able to see the rockets from SpaceX take off right across the water here. As you can see, it was pretty windy, but it felt so nice. I just had to fight the breeze a little bit, keep my stogie right in front of me here so I can light it up, set it on fire and smoke it up, and hit the road again. This is a super peaceful place to take a break from the road if you're riding by. As a matter of fact, US-1 is literally about 2 blocks away from that spot where I was standing. So if you're in US-1 coming through Space Coast to Titusville, Florida, you just pull off the road. You have Harry Smooth right there for stogies. You have the Tree of Life Cuban Bakery about a block from US-1, and about 1 block more down the road and you're at the water in that park or the other park. If you guys are already subscribed to the channel, thank you for coming back and thank you for your support.
If you guys are new, like, share, and subscribe. It's free, and I'll see you guys on the next ride. Biketoberfest is right around the corner.